I'm finally back. We're gonna finish up patch 5.55. Hello, cat. Thank you for waiting until I started to talk to come in. I appreciate it. Anyways, I'm gonna finish that up because it's time we get this done. Now, there is one sad thing. Stop dancing. Oh, here we go. Let's change this up. He's gonna be losing its sprout. So, take a good look. Because that's the last we're gonna be seeing of it. It's a very sad day. Alright. Let's get started. The company we keep. Here we go. Ah, Dhim'a, you're looking well. I take it you managed to squeeze in some rest. If you came hoping for tidings from Kryl, I'm afraid we're still waiting, but we do have some odd scraps of news to share. Scraps, she says. Lunar primals have been popping up all over the place, but the Alliance has the situation well in hand, thanks in no small part to Hoary Boulder and the others. Meanwhile, talks with the beast tribes are going even better than expected. Encouraged by Ul'dah's progress with the Amalja, Gridania has opened negotiations with the Ixal, believe it or not. All of which is obviously very encouraging. But with the Telophoroi still out there, it's not as if we can afford to lower our guard. Sit in my seat properly. Begging your pardon, but I came bearing an invitation from the Alliance. A council meeting is due to be held in Alamigo, and your attendance is humbly requested. Ah, we were just talking about the Alliance. May I ask what's on the agenda? I believe the intention is to share news of recent developments, and discuss what measures might be taken to combat the Telophoroi in concert with our new allies. The beast tribes have also been invited. It is hoped that they will join us in the fight against our common foe. So the Alliance will bring all of the beast tribes into the fold at a single stroke. An ambitious plan given the delicacy of the negotiations, but mayhap an expedient one considering the threat we face. Indeed, my lady. As for their part, I am told the beast tribes have agreed to attend. If the Scions too are present, all of Eorzea will be represented. Let's do it. To arrange such a meeting must have been quite an undertaking, not only diplomatically, but practically. Pray, inform the Alliance that we would be honored to participate. We shall make for Alamigo without delay. Then I will bear your answer thither with all haste. We look forward to receiving you at the Royal Palace. I'm still really sad about the potential of losing my sprout. I'm like crossing my fingers hoping that maybe I won't lose it, but I think I will. Well, now that we've accepted the invitation, who exactly is going to attend? I move that you and Y'shtola lead our contingent. Given how long you have worked to end summoning, it is only right that you be present for what promises to be a historic moment. I think we've all played our part in that little endeavor, don't you, Dhim'a? All present may rightly claim a seat. I do quite agree. But by your leave, I believe I shall remain here and lend what assistance I can to the coordination of our defensive efforts. I'm not coming either. Aymeric will be there, and I'd rather not be interrogated. Amazing. Very well then. While those with a mind to hold the fort get on with holding it, I suggest the rest of us make for Alamigo. Shall we? Oh, here we go. It has begun. Yeah, I got sick, so it took me a little bit to get back into this. I got sick, and then while I was sick I got a migraine, and it was terrible. It was all just terrible. Oh, and I got a new minion! My friend got me a minion. I'm very happy. There we go. Resistance goal. We've been expecting you. While some few guests have yet to arrive, the Alliance leaders are all present. Shall we show you in? Yes, please. Oh, there they are. Everyone here from all the expansions.
Esteemed guests, you honor us with your presence. As there is much to discuss, let us begin.
Information on our taken brethren you have, yes? Hear it we would! Beyond forgiveness these featherless ones are! With rivers of blood shall they pay! Freed our people must be!
We too would see your kin liberated. But ere we attempt their rescue, we must first find a means to negate the risk of tempering. Without that, we will be unable even to approach the towers, let alone contend with their defenders.
If all else fails, I've always found cannonballs quite effective.
Oh my gosh.
And what of the prisoners? Would you see them slaughtered?
Think for a moment. Ponder, consider, think. If Merlwyb truly intended to bombard the towers, she would have done so by now. Remember, we came here to find a solution together, did we not?
Come here, kitty.
Y'Stola spoke of defenders. I but offered a means to clear a path, should you require it.
Given the enemy's capabilities, we will all need to play our part if we are to have any chance of success. For if any here should give less than their best, it will be to the cost of every living being on this star.
A paragon, the Empire, our very gods. How can we hope to prevail against such odds?
That our foe is formidable, none would deny. But our strengths are many and varied. In this chamber, I see masters of strategy, masters of magic, masters of the land, the air, and the sea. And together, there is nothing in creation we cannot overcome.
He's so optimistic. Love him. My hair buddy. Wait, are we sitting in the same seats across from each other? No. That would have been funny.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, I beg it too.
What is it, Soulwalker? Do not express your passion thus. A little pretty without gills, perhaps? Suffice it to say, I am proud to be counted amongst Eorzea's finest. We Sahagin will play our part.
They have such cool colors.
We kobolds have not forgotten the crimes the Overdwellers committed against us in the past. But today we look to the future as allies united in purpose.
Make mock of the Ixal the Paragon does! Turns kin into puppets! Pits brother against brother! Free them from his grasp, we shall!
As Patriarch Zadar will attest, The Scions have granted us a means to free your brethren from their thraldom. This boon we will gladly share, that your people might never be enslaved again.
My cat. I'm sorry if you hear her purrs.
We accept! We accept!
Praise me!
No, so proud.
It's taken a while, but I do believe we might be one step closer to a world without primals. Would that Minfilia were here to see it.
We still have a long way to go, and we're going to need a lot more Porksies. But we're moving in the right direction.
If I may have your attention, there is one other point I would like to raise. As we can all agree, freeing those held captive must take precedence over every other concern. But experience has taught us that none save those with the capacity to resist tempering can hope to enter the towers unscathed. And even once inside, a still greater threat may yet await them, that which we call a primal. Needless to say, if we are to succeed, engaging with such foes can only ever be considered a last resort. And so I move that we seek to prevent them from being summoned in the first place.
Yes! Both prayer and ether are needed for the ritual. Should either one be denied, the summoning would fail.
Indeed. And so we must endeavor to discover the source of the ether on which the process depends. Do so, and it may present a way to halt the summonings, or perhaps even neutralize the towers entirely.
A promising proposal. While you are conducting your investigations, however, we will need to remain vigilant, lest the Telophoroi commit further abductions and summon primals ere we have the means to prevent them. To stand a better chance of keeping our enemy at bay, we would do well to coordinate our defensive efforts, sending reinforcements to assist our neighbors when needed.
We Amalja would have been overwhelmed were it not for our newfound allies. But say the word, and we shall come.
I see we are all in accord. But what are we to call this proud fellowship of ours? I submit that the honor of naming it should go to the scion whose brave efforts have done so much to unite Eorzea. What say you, my friend?
Call it the Grand Company of Eorzea. Oh, call it. One moment, please. Oh, let's see. What would Dim? I think Dim. Dim's a little dense.
Might I suggest the Grand Company of Eorzea? I remember a certain someone pondering it once upon a time, and it seems as fitting a name as any.
A fine choice, for there is none here who does not love Eorzea.
Aye, in that we shall ever be united.
United in our gratitude for the realm that gave us life.
Giddy.
Then let it be recorded that on this day, the Grand Company of Eorzea was born.
Oh, Alpha, no.
How long have we dreamed of this moment? And now that it's here, Oh, forgive me. Might we speak outside?
You sweet girl. Alphanos, so sweet. Well, now that we are out of earshot of the other delegates, I hope you will forgive me if I speak my mind. Let me begin by saying that I have dreamed of this day since the moment I first set foot upon these shores, and that I was as heartened as anyone to see the peoples of Eorzea pledge their solidarity. Yet even as they uttered their declarations, all I could think about was the conflict to come, of the sacrifices that would be made and the lives lost, inevitabilities that I still struggle to accept. But at least now there is hope. The formation of the Grand Company of Eorzea is the first step, the first of many. Many and more. Elder Seedseer, how might we be of service? I seek Master Alphino's assistance in a matter involving Gridania's neighbors, the Sylphs. I know that you and yours have long kept a weather eye upon the crystal trade, and the better to predict the coming of primals, so you will be familiar with the Sylphs of the Ash Crown Consortium. Through their dealings, they have cultivated relations not only with the city-states, but many other communities besides. Communities such as the Beast Tribes. Just so. It is our hope that we may yet make use of the Sylphs' established lines of communication to coordinate the efforts of our new fellowship. Yet there remain certain practical differences between a trade consortium and a grand company. If the Sylphs are to perform their task effectively, they will require the counsel of one versed in the operational aspects of an armed force. An armed force founded with the selfsame goal in mind, no less. The Crystal Braves, yes. Forgive me, Master Alphino. I know that it was a painful chapter in your life, but the experience may yet be made to serve the realm. In my hubris, I plotted a course for the Crystal Braves which stretched far beyond the Order's initial conception. One intended to pave the way for the founding of what I intended to call the Grand Company of Eorzea. But my plans all came to naught. Built upon a frail foundation of lofty ideals, the Order was doomed from the first to collapse under the weight of more worldly interests. I have no wish to see this new endeavor suffer the same fate. Mayhap I ask too much of you. Not at all. You may count upon my assistance, for what little it is worth. By your leave, I shall prepare a report, including a list of recommendations drawing on the lessons I learned from the failures of the Crystal Braves. You have my gratitude, Master Alphino, and my trust. When your report is ready, pray share it directly with the Sylphs. With your guidance and the earnest efforts of every goodly soul gathered here today, I have no doubt that our fellowship shall emerge from the shadow of the Telophoroi and flourish. Until next we meet, my friends. Before committing anything to writing, there are a number of people whose thoughts I should like to hear. Former Braves, you understand? Might you join me in seeking them out? Yeah, as if you have to ask. Can't think of an excuse not to, so yes? Well, I shall be grateful of your help, grudging or not. I'll join you. If you're planning to canvass the opinions of your former comrades, it will be a lot quicker if we share the task of questioning them. Then mayhap Graha can lend a hand as well. I shall accompany Thancred back to the Rising Stones. Between us, I dare say we should be able to provide an accurate enough account of the day's events. Aw, look at him, on another adventure. We should be glad of your company, Graha. I shall explain the details on the way. Bye guys, have fun. So what's the plan, brother mine? Before discussing the task at hand, I should probably admit that the report I proposed is largely written. Not long after the fateful day in Ul'dah, I penned a detailed account of the organization's history, from the events that led to its inception to the failing that brought about its demise. This I did primarily as a means of taking some semblance of responsibility. Never did I imagine that it might later be referred to by those seeking to form a similar organization. And while I made every attempt to be objective, the account was mine alone, its events viewed from my singular perspective. For it to be of use, however, it must be broadened to encompass the viewpoints of all involved. Only then can it answer what seems to me to be the crucial question, namely, why, after the Crystal Braves disbanded, did some members choose to remain with us while others did not? I see. You think the answer will tell us something about the nature of the ties that bind our new grand company together, and that this knowledge may help us to prevent it from falling apart when those bonds are inevitably tested. That is my hope, yes. But the questions I would ask are uncomfortable to some. As the former commander of the Crystal Braves, I doubt that those who abandoned the cause would welcome my inquiries. Then Graha and I will just have to try. Meanwhile, the two of you can talk to the ones who kept the faith. A fine suggestion. Have care. However, certain of my former comrades are of questionable character, so keep your wits about you, and let us reconvene in Gridania later on. I keep forgetting that I have this minion out. If you have no objections, I have a mind to begin by speaking with Riel and Aliane. If memory serves, the two of them will be attending an intelligence briefing at Castrum Oriens. Let's seek them out there. Excellent. There we go. Throat's already not used to this talking anymore. Okay. And we change so that we can get the experience. Well, look who it is. And what brings you two here? Wouldn't have anything to do with the big meeting, would it? In a manner of speaking, I have been assigned a task, you see, for which I require the assistance of former members of the Crystal Braves. Pardon my outfit. I keep stealing my friend's glams as a meme. So you want to know why we decided to stick with the Scions, eh? Ain't an easy thing to put into words, that. As Riel will attest, I spent a long time agonizing over my failure to alert you to the traitors in our midst. For my negligence, I was captured along with many others, and we were powerless to prevent the tragedies that ensued. Not a day goes by that I do not think back to those fateful events. By joining the Scions, I hope to redeem myself, and I will continue to serve the cause for as long as I am able. But that wasn't my only reason. When we were finally reunited at the Rising Stones, you refused to blame anyone but yourself for the fall of the Crystal Braves. And in spite of everything that had happened, everything you had suffered, you took us back without a moment's hesitation. We would not have blamed you had you turned us away. But when you gave us your trust instead, what else could we do but try to repay it? Nothing, that's what. As for me own tale, well, I've always felt the Scions have something in common with me old crew. The duty of the strong is to protect the weak. That was our creed, and I still strive to live by it to this day. But as time's gone by, I've learned that strength comes in many shapes and sizes. From Hoary Boulder to Mistress Tataru, we've all got us something to offer. And not one of us is doing it for personal gain, because we believe there's more important things than that. Things worth protecting, which is what being a Scion's all about. I'm at a loss for words. Thank you, my friends. To hear this from you means more than you know. Forgive me. Dhim'a, could you? give us your thoughts on the Crystal Braves. Why do you think the Crystal Braves ended in failure? Give me your thoughts. Well, its founded ideals are something to be proud of, but ideals alone don't make a crew. For every swab who signed up with good intentions, there was another who was in it for the coin, the glory, or both. Ours was quite a disparate band, and while I will never forgive Ilberd, the fact that we managed to function at all was thanks in large part to his efforts. Just a pity he was doing it for all the wrong reasons, eh? Only takes one bad apple, they say, and the Braves had a barrel full of them. Not like the Scions. We might look like a ragtag band of misfits, but deep down, we've all got that shared sense of purpose. And why? Because Tataru sifted out all the glory hunters before they made it through the door. I see. So while our ranks comprise a diverse range of people, each with their own individual strengths, we are united in purpose. Thank you, my friends. With your permission, I shall make a record of our discussion and refer to it when drafting my recommendations. Until we meet again. I completely forgot about that. Well, that's not something you see every day. Well, I think we've taken up enough of our colleagues' time, and I am conscious that less life-affirming testimonies await. Let us make our way to Gridania and hear what the others have learned. Alright. Please don't mind all of the quests in my log. So, I found all of the unlocks for the hard versions of Reborn Dungeons. Okay, Gridania. Oh, we're going to the Lancers Guild! Hey everyone! Thanks to Tataru's ever-dependable intelligence, we managed to track down a handful of former Braves without any great difficulty. Some were forthright, others less so, but we heard enough to form a picture. Must warn you, Alphino, some of their comments were harsh. I can well imagine, but their opinions are no less vital to my report. I seek the unvarnished truth. Thank you. I will set about adding your findings to my own at once. In the meantime, pray go on ahead to Little Solus and seek out Elder Frixio. I will join you anon. Leave me to attend to my report and join the others in Little Solus. I shan't keep you waiting long. I know how playful sylphs can be. Okay. Alright, Hawthorne Hut. They're giving us food. Normally I have Dust Bunny running around with me, but it's nice having my little lettuce rat. My plant rat. Look at it. It's so cute. And then, look. It stands up. It's adorable. You can get that thing out of, I think it's Dawn Meg. Dungeon in Shadowbringers. I did not get it from the dungeon in Shadowbringers. I was excitedly telling my friend about it, and they bought it for me. Ah, welcome. Brave One and friends of Brave One. How good it is to see walking ones again so soon after the meeting. It's been a while since we last spoke. Should this one perform the customary dance of greeting? ... No, be at ease. It is true that these ones once delighted in making walking ones dance, but no more. Horned One, Kane-Senna, said that the walking ones would be coming to Little Solus. Imperial ones also invaded Sylphlands and abducted many of these ones, so these ones will be glad to bear messages between fighting friendly ones. That is heartening to hear, Elder. It will require all ones to work in unison to stop the Telophoroi. These ones will try very hard, of course, but in matters of war, these ones have little experience. Any advice walking ones can provide would be most welcome. Oh, another pretty silver-haired one, and in quite a hurry, it seems. Alize, you must come quickly. What? Whatever's the matter, Alphino? Don't tell me you couldn't read my handwriting. What? No, a Twin Adder officer accosted me as I was about to set out. Charlian has sent an envoy who is due to arrive in Gridania at any moment. An envoy? Could it be that Kryl has managed to sway the Forum? We shall know soon enough, but there is more. The envoy has requested that the two of us attend the audience with the Elder Seedseer. Really? I can see why they might want the Scions to be present, but us specifically. Wait. It isn't who I think it is. It is. I could scarce believe it myself, but when I inquired as to the envoy's identity, I was told that it is one Fortunato Lavier. Your father? Well, no. The fact that a serving member of the Forum had journeyed here would be surprise enough, but him? Quite. I glean from this that they are taking the matter seriously. That may be, but why him and not one of the other 98 Forum members? Unless he volunteered for it. Has been some time since you last saw your father, has it not? Could it be that he is concerned for your well-being? Perhaps, but he has always been reluctant to discuss his work with us. Indeed, and whenever we write to our parents, it is invariably our mother who replies. Nevertheless, I welcome the opportunity to meet him after so long, even if it is secondary to his true purpose here. Elder Frixio, loath though I am to cut our visit short, we must return to Gridania. Pray, accept my apologies along with my report. Never mind. There will be time to talk later. This one won't keep walking ones from more urgent matters. Go. The audience will be held at the Lotus Stand, where the Elder Seedseer awaits even now. Let us be on our way. Let us. Stopping the spread. Back to Gridania we go. Oh boy, the plot thickens, Oh, this is so exciting. Things are happening so fast now. In rapid succession. Here we go. Welcome, Warrior of Light. The Elder Seedseer and your friends are awaiting within. Oh, I love the Lotus Stand. It's beautiful. Oh yeah, I found out I can do this. And it's highly amusing to me. My friends, I thank you all for coming so swiftly. Word of Master Foshino's visit took us quite by surprise. When the Alliance granted Mistress Kryl permission to request Charlene's aid, we did not anticipate so prompt a reply, much less that it would be delivered by a member of the Forum. What the nature of the reply may be, we shall soon discover. There he is. Dad. Dad, Shano, Levier.
Elder Seedseer, I thank you for granting me this audience.
I forgot what his voice sounded like.
I am Fortunato Levier, here in my capacity as representative of the Forum.
It is I who should thank you, Master Fortunato, for journeying so far and so swiftly. Would that our first meeting could have been under happier circumstances.
It has been too long, Father. You look well.
As do you both. Ameliance will be glad to hear that you are taking care of yourselves.
How is Mother?
She misses you terribly, of course, but is otherwise a picture of health.
Aww. Cute.
Circumstances apart, I'm grateful that our meeting has afforded me the chance to be reunited with my children at long last. And I believe I also owe you thanks for the hospitality you showed my father, Louisoix, during his sojourn in Eorzea.
All thanks we owe to him. In the days prior to the 7th Umbral Calamity, it was your father's tireless efforts which granted us a means to vanquish the Primals. Were it not for him, our strength would have been quite spent by the time the Empire arrived. That Gridania still stands is in large part his achievement. He was a great man.
He would doubtless have been moved to hear you say so. I must confess, however, that I opposed his decision to intervene. And my position remains unchanged.
To chart the course of history, not to change it. I am familiar with the Sharlayan stance.
It is more than that. It is our way of life, who we are. But I came here not to deliver a lecture, but the Forum's answer to your request. Sharlayan will under no circumstances intervene in the conflict between Eorzea and the Garlean Empire.
May I ask for what reason the Forum has come to this decision? The final days spell the end not only for Eorzea, but the entire world.
The final days? Pray spare me your hyperbole. This conflict is no more than the latest in a series of petty squabbles between yourselves and Garlemald, one in which Sharlayan will take no part. If the final days were truly upon us, we would know.
Father, you must ask the Forum to reconsider. You may feel safe on your little island across the waves. But if you imagine the Telophoroi will leave you be, you are mistaken. They mean to kill us all, themselves included.
Alphino is right. We have seen what the enemy is capable of, the lengths to which they'll go. This is no time to turn a blind eye. If Eorzea falls, so too will Sharlayan. So if you truly love our homeland, you will join us. Now, before it's too late.
I thought you knew better than to raise your voice to your elders. It seems I was wrong. Wrong to ever let you leave, Sharlayan. I consoled myself that your time abroad would instill in you some hint of restraint, of discipline. But I see now that Eorzea has made fools of you both. Have you forgotten why it was that I so vehemently opposed your grandfather's departure?
My sister's cats knocked things over. My apologies.
For all his wisdom, his only solution was to go to war. Death, devastation, ruin. Even those who claim victory are scarred for life. What prize could ever justify such sacrifice? It is the duty of the learned to avert such tragedy. By fanning the flames of war, you forsake all you once held dear.
See, it's the things that are worth fighting for are the people we love. The things we love, because it's not everyone's gonna die, and also everyone was gonna be enslaved. Do you really want to live a life where your children are enslaved or killed? Better to fight and fail than wait for the axe to fall. To ignore the plight of those who might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. It is in your power to save us. Refuse and you condemn us all. He's so angry.
I see your friend shares your misguided ideals. But unlike him, you should know better. By espousing such barbaric notions, you subvert the teachings of Sharlayan and place all we have worked for in jeopardy. Alphino, Alizé, as of this moment, you shall no longer bear the name of Leveilleur.
What?
Father!
How you choose to live your lives is no longer my concern. If you wish to walk the path of ruin, I will not stand in your way.
Master Fourcheneau, while Sharlayan may have no intention of intervening in this conflict, we can still part as friends. Will you not stay and speak with us, that we might learn of Sharlayan's hopes for the morrow?
I have said what I came here to say. Any further discussion would be meaningless.
Father! Wait!
Don't bother, Alizé!
How can you stand there and watch him walk away? How can you let this happen?
It's not his fault. Also, that's a bit of an overreaction. I have no children. Sir. What a jerk. Oh, Alizé. Alizé, no, poor kids. So that's what he came here to say. That we're all fools for having the temerity to defend ourselves against the Telophoroi? As for the rest, like it or not, this was the Forum's decision, to watch from afar while Eorzea burns. Father was but the messenger. As he handed down their judgment, I could think of nothing to say that could possibly sway him. I still can't. To have prolonged the discussion would have changed little, for it is not only Master Fourcheneau who must be persuaded, but the Forum as a whole. Their decision was made ere your father crossed the sea. Nor is it like to be changed, and so we shall face the Telophoroi without their aid. Forgive me, but if they had no intention of helping us, then why would they go to the trouble of sending an envoy in the first place? Why did they not simply keep their counsel, as they are wont to do? Dhim'a, has Master Fourcheneau arrived yet? Then it is as I feared. My efforts were in vain. I pleaded our case to as many Forum members as I could, but they flatly refused to discuss the matter. No, that's not exactly true. I should rather say that they ignored every word I said on the subject without exception. It was almost unnerving. Could it be that they are hiding something from us? That might go some way to explain Master Fourcheneau's performance. When he said that they would know if the final days were truly upon us, I dismissed it as pride. But what if they genuinely believe that they know how the world will end, and simply disagree with us about the circumstances? That I don't know. But something tells me they are not as concerned about the Telophoroi as they claim. They are not as unconcerned. If the threat weren't real, why else would they be so standoffish and secretive? I would very much like to delve deeper into this, but I'm afraid I've exhausted every avenue of inquiry, nor have I fared any better with my other mission. researching Hydaelyn and the Ethereal Sea. I tried enlisting the help of experts in the field, but it appears the Forum has forbidden anyone from cooperating with us. Obstructed at every turn. So it would seem, but don't lose heart just yet. With all the knowledge and acquaintances we have between us, we can still find a way forward. To that end, I would like you all to join me here. When the time is right, of course. I'm aware that matters in Eorzea stand on a knife edge, but with your permission, I can at least start making the necessary arrangements. Always wanted to visit Sharlayan. Please do. Well, there are 1 or 2 things to take care of here first. After which, assisting me will seem a sweet relief, I'm sure. While you attend to matters local and heroic, I shall see about securing entry for you all, and will let you know when everything is in order. Take care in the meantime, won't you? Your speculations give me cause to hope. Yet if these seeds will bear fruit, I cannot say. While it is possible the Sharlayans hide some secret truth from us, there is no certainty that its exposure will prompt in them a change of heart. And so, for the present, we must needs confront the plight in which we find ourselves. The Forum has refused our request for aid, and it falls to us alone to contend with the Telophoroi. Even with all of Eorzea standing united, there is no guarantee that we will prevail. What does Sharlayan intend to do if we fail? Oh. Food. Shush. Death unto dawn. While Sharlayan's stance is indeed disappointing, we cannot allow ourselves to be distracted from the challenge before us. There is much and more to be done. I shall begin by sharing the Forum's response to my counterparts in the Alliance. Meanwhile, I would ask that the Scions... Grave tidings, Walking Ones. Grave, grave tidings. Calm yourself, my gentle friend. What has occurred? These ones who went to see Feathered Ones send terrible news. Destroying Ones have appeared in Zelphatol. Destroying Ones and captured Ones, and even frightfully godly Ones. Feathered Ones didn't stand a chance and were sent flapping and squawking. When did this happen? Is it too late to help them? Too late, yes, much too late. But luckily Destroying Ones were only passing through and continued on west. Feathered Ones did not fight, were left unharmed. Who did not fight? West. That would be Korthus. My lady, the Ishgardians report that the Telophoroi have emerged from the eastern highlands of Korthus and are marching at speed. Though their purpose has yet to be determined, the Cartano Flats would seem their most likely destination. Lord Amarek has already dispatched his forces and requests our immediate support. Tell him he shall have it. The time has come for the Grand Company of Eorzea to prove its worth. Well, mayhap it is a mercy that we do not have time to stew upon our misfortunes. Come, my friends, let us make haste to Cartano. Oh, here we go. Wait, this one almost forgot. Destroying Ones were said to be led by Cackling Robed One. This one must see that all Walking Ones know. Farewell. Van Daniel. Who else? It was only a matter of time before that grinning maniac showed himself again. I shall have an airship ready to bear you to Cartano. Pray, see to your preparations and report to the landing with all haste. At once, my lady. Let us away. Here we go, here we go, here we go. It's time. It's time. I got the urge to redo Dhim's Reaper Glam, but I don't know what top to use instead. So I'm just kind of floating about listlessly. unsure what to do. Time to yeet. Oh, Frodola. Pardon me? It was, drink time. Dhim'a, it would seem Frodola has come all the way to Gridania to find us. I have explained the situation, but she insists her business is urgent. Aye, it'll be over sooner if you shut up and come with me. I mean, she's not wrong.
Arenvold! I can't tell you how good it is to see you.
It arrived a lot sooner than expected, eh? The day I craned my neck up at you.
Oh, no.
Only because you're sitting down. Unless...
Afraid so. The Chirurgeons say I may never walk again. Come on, Alfino, it could be worse. Besides, I didn't come here to dampen the mood. Quite the opposite. All I've ever wanted was to fight for a cause I believe in. But my fighting days are over. So I want you to fight in my stead. Be the hero I can't.
I am no hero.
That's what they all say, though. No one ever calls themselves a hero. Even the ones who eat primals for breakfast. It's for others to decide. Look, Alfino. You already are a hero. To me and countless others. We see you doing your damnedest to protect us all. And you're not alone, are you? There are people who believe in you, just as you believe in them.
You carry the dreams of many. We'll carry yours too. Be sure to give your regards to Telophoroi. Some things may have changed, but the adventure isn't over yet.
I know what's at stake, and how many people are depending on you. But I believe in you. Believe that you'll see it through. That's why I'm entrusting my dreams to you. Like Albert and Owley once entrusted their dreams to me.
There was a time when I would have borne the weight of such expectations without a second thought. But now, I know just how heavy that burden can be.
Oh, look at how much he's grown. The boy.
To tell the truth, I'm beginning to wonder if I chose the right path. Sacrifices will inevitably be made for the sake of the ideals I uphold. Maybe I am not the person I thought I was. The person you think I am.
I wouldn't presume to tell you. But I will say this. In spite of everything, you've come this far. The road ahead might not always be clear, but you've never been one to give up or take the easy way out. And everything you do for others. For a brighter future. I'm proud to call you my friend.
Aww.
Well, I've said my piece, so I'll let you go. I know you've got more important things to be doing. Just give what I've said some thought, alright?
Arnold. He's a good bean. Frodol, you be nice to him now. Oh well, no.
I shall, my friend. And we will meet again soon, I promise.
Nothing left for me to do but wave and smile.
You've got a pretty narrow view of what it means to be a hero, do you know that? You think they're all forged in the fires of battle? That it's all about being brave and killing villains? Alphino and the others will carry on their fight. But theirs isn't the only one. There are other ways you can make a difference. If you stop feeling sorry for yourself and put your bloody mind to it.
There's not much chance of me living the quiet life with you around, is there?
If you're content to twiddle your thumbs thinking of what might have been, that's your lookout. But I reckon you've got some fight left in you.
And I reckon you might be right. If there's a way I can still help my friends, I'll bloody well find it.
Oh. He's so good. Here we go. Alright, my friends. Are you ready? You can tell me later what that was all about, but judging by the set of Alphino's jaw, it appears to have done him some good. Thancred and the others have already left the Rising Stones, and according to the communications officer, Maljan Kobold forces are also bound for Cartano as we speak. They mean to keep the promise they made in Alamigo, and we must do the same, by saving as many of their tempered kin as possible. Anyway, the airship is ready to depart. We should get going. Upon joining the battle at Cartano, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to participate in the battle and view these scenes in their entirety. Your progress through the battle will be saved at certain points. In the event that you are defeated, you will be able to try again from the most recent of these. Please note that if you enter battles associated with other quests or log out from the game, this progress will be lost. Okay, what I'm gonna do for a second is go check on a couple things. So in the meantime, Vanderbilt dance. I'll be right back. Alright, I got myself a little snack. So I may mute myself periodically to eat it. Oh, I dropped it. I'm glad it was still in the wrapper. I'm struggling to open this thing right now. Anyways, as I was saying, I may mute myself periodically to eat this thing, because I'm a little peckish. Gotta keep the blood sugar up while we're going into battle. Alright. Let's hide this again. And go in. Yep. Proceed. The graphics and lighting are gorgeous. Look at Thancred's hair. This is beautiful.
My fellow Scions, as I am sure you will have heard, we can expect no help from Sharlayan, nor are we any closer to discerning the Telophoroi's grand design. And now, our adversary moves against us in unprecedented numbers, compelling us to answer in kind. The outlook, in short, is bleak. Yet though our foes are many, and we but few, we may still tip the balance in Eorzea's favor.
Of course. We will do what we always do. Deal with the ones our allies can't.
He's so cocky, I love him.
A less than daunting prospect, judging by your expression. Could it be that you've dispelled your lingering doubts, Alphino?
Oh, I doubt I ever will. But as my friends have kindly reminded me, I have come this far, and that must count for something.
Gods be good, Alphino. That's what we've been trying to tell you all along.
For one so bright, you can be remarkably dim at times. There is such a thing as overthinking, you know.
Might I suggest that we continue this conversation after the battle? It would appear that Telophoroi have already arrived.
I'll do what I can to cure the Tempered, but they'll have to be incapacitated first.
Have care, my friends, for none can say wherefore our foe did choose this fateful field to be our battleground. Whatever may transpire, pray grant him not the pleasure of deterring you.
That's the fancy talk for kick some ass and don't run away. We got it. We're gonna get it. Right, Dem? We got this. Hello, cat. I appreciate that you chose this moment to come and climb in my lap. Right when combat starts. Oh. Listen well, friends. The Telophoroi are sweeping across Cartano. As for the Ascian, he was briefly sighted above the battlefield, but has since vanished. He likely intends to watch events unfold from afar. Thus far, the movements of the lunar primals have proved difficult to predict, even when posed to ambush our troops. Whatever the Telophoroi's plan may be, the primals are our primary targets. I can't read that fast. Understood. They will not elude the Scions for long. Okay,
Prepare yourself!
Let's give it our all!
Okay, let's fight. I am ready for how to play this class. across the field, Alize and Graha take the fight to the Talaffaroi. Revenge! All Graha looks. These little Kingdom Hearts shoes. There are so many of them. I won't be curing anyone at this rate. We'll have to incapacitate them first. Let's see. Alright.
Allow me.
Oh, okay. I see how this goes. Tempering is gone too far to shoot from here on the battlefield. Of physical alteration, I fear they are but beyond help. Heroes or no, I hate to see them in such pain. See that their suffering is not prolonged.
Just the beginning.
Right behind you!
We earned a moment's respite. Good work, you two. And let us take this opportunity to cure the tempered. Send Angelo to cure the tempered. Go, Angelo! Oh. What? Probably start trying that. Oh, right clicking. Okay. There he is. Scumbag. I like his shoes, though. Pardon me? Cybele. But it's really Fandaniel. Do you see that? The glyph? Yes. How worried should we be? It's not ideal. Listen well and judge for yourself. Though I can see ethereal currents, I had not thoroughly examined those that flow through the heart of Cartano. But now that I am here, things have become clear. The flats conceal an etheric confluence, like the pillars of the Azim steppe, but greater in scale, far greater. The glyphs that Fandaniel has conjured reach into its very midst, and I believe I know their purpose. Should the lunar primals destroy them, it would spark a chain reaction with the potential to obliterate the confluence entirely. The resultant disruption to the flow of aether would sow chaos among the elements, prompting earthquakes, floods, and tempests large enough to lay waste to the realm. That he would go so far cometh as little surprise. We must needs protect the confluence at all costs. Defeat Lunar Odin and defend the ethereal confluence. Is that Odin? So the time has come to pit my blade against his. Follow my lead. Ah, yes, Lunar Odin. I definitely know about Odin. I definitely haven't been ignoring it. Okay, this is supposed to be... He's Thancred? Not? I don't know.
I shall protect thee.
Okay, there we go.
My turn.
May the 12 guide you.
Not bode well, we must brace ourselves. Oh!
Away with you!
The best defense is a good defense!
Oh! Good for your LB3. situation. Oh! Okay, there we go. I did it. Oh! Ariange, your ankle! So scandalous. Poof. Meanwhile, Grahatia and Alize prepare to lock swords with Luna Ravana. Grah! My boy! Hello, buddy. How you doing? Okay. That must be Ravana, a formidable opponent by all accounts, but so are we. Yes, we are. Okay, what do we got? Fire. Restores mana, thunder, cure, medica, break. Okay. Gosh. Falls to us to protect the conflicts from this fiend. Yeah, let's come over here, away from the conflicts, please. So that is not away from the conflicts. Malls to the flame, we have to keep them from the confluence, but there are so many. Allow me a quick casting of break should buy us time.
I have you now.
Break. Please. Oh dear. So too close for comfort, but now's our chance. Please don't die. guys are screaming at me for doing things wrong. Oh my goodness, that was difficult. At that selfsame moment, you stand shoulder to shoulder with Alphino and Estinian, resolved to lay Lunar Ifrit low. Aw, damn. Looking like a badass. Reaper that he is. It's my turn. Time to be me again. Coming back to by Dhim'a and Rain. The one car involved and for Dolan encounter. This one is not to be taken lightly. Be on your guard. Either.
You're finished!
Far too close for that.
We must fight on!
That's a lot of Assidians. Everyone okay? Oh, okay. Good. Just, another regular front line, waiting for the monk to come punch me off the edge, or the warrior to drag. Hi, Van Daniel.
And thus another plan went up in smoke. I am beginning to see why Lord Xenos thinks so highly of you. Not that this changes anything, you understand. You have merely earned yourself a stay of execution.
We did it. Oh, we did it. Can't believe we won.
Glory be to Garlemore.
How fare the tempered?
We've treated as many as we can, but some were beyond help.
Do not hang your heads so, brave scions. Though not all of our captured brethren could be saved, we are grateful for those whose minds have been restored. You could do no more, and that is enough. So please hold your heads high.
Should have been quicker, but I'll do better next time. Thank you for your kind words. They mean a lot.
A victory at great cost, but a victory nonetheless. We must stay strong and press on. Isn't that right?
One battle at a time, we'll get there. To the very end. Well, you've come this far. To the very end.
To the very end.
Oh my gosh. We did it. We did it. Okay, let's see. Let's get the credits up. Oh, I gotta at least watch the pictures. That's cool. That's so good. Ooh, I like that picture frame. My cards! My cards! Look at his freaking abs are just showing through. Why does this man have so many muscles? Are you sure? Baby with his ears. He's always looking through my hearts. And the screenshots. We did it. That's 5.55. We're on to Endwalker. Oh my gosh, we're on to Endwalker. Love this song. It's so good. I'm gonna wait for the pictures to go by and then we'll see. Obviously, Dim can, but we're like, we can. Like, Rain can never see Vancred again. Alphino can never see the Chais again. There's the boy. The hell is Ace never gonna be able to see? All our friends. Y'shtola can't see. Well, until Y'shtola finds a way to walk across the world, the rift, and then everyone's just going to be hopping back and forth like it's Tuesday. It's just going to be like, hey, I'm going to pop over to the first for a visit. Do you want me to pick up eggs while I'm there? That's such a cool shot. That was such a cool scene. Can't believe I'm done with Shadowbringers. Oh, that trial's so good.
Those who fallen to those who rise, a prayer to keep us ever by your side, an undying promise that we just might carry on in a song. Pray don't forget us, your bygone kin.
Don't forget
With
us.
one world's end as a
Never
new
forget.
begin. And should our souls
Never forgetty.
scatter unto the wind,
Rest in
still
spaghetti.
we shall live.
There he is, the boy. He lived.
Stand tall.
He's back with us. He gets to go on adventures with us now. Oh, freaking Sid and Nero, correct me. You need to do that, you didn't. Oh, the music changed. Freaking Gilmore music. And there's that scene. Unreal. And Daniel literary fit. Oh, we have a new adventure awaiting us. No. You are kind of a jerk. I have to say, he came in, he heard no, father, we will fight, and went, you're not my children anymore. I have no twins. Rude. Like, I mean, you can disapprove, but there's no need to disown that. Oh. Hi, Xenos. There's no need to disown them. Now that is someone who should be disowned. Terrible. Oh, I love this music. The moon! And there you can see the crystal tower. And the credits. All the names of those people who worked on this absolutely magnificent story. Incredible. What an adventure. So it's time to skip it now. And you bet I'm going to be holding on to, I think, for this. Alright, everyone. Okay, hide log window. One last time. There it is. He has the sprout. He still has the sprout. Let's see if he still has it after I turn this in. Hang on, I need to send this to one of my friends. I took a picture. Okay. Hi, Amric. trust you all enjoyed a comfortable flight aboard the Pride of the Ishgardian fleet. Lest you worry, the Bonanza has been towed to a nearby location to be retrieved at your convenience. You have thought of everything, Lord Aymeric, and may I say how much I appreciated the hospitality you afforded us on the way home. Think nothing of it. Our destination lay in the same direction, and it afforded me the perfect opportunity to learn how my errant friend has been since last he took his leave. It would seem you have finally found a place to settle down. I merely grew weary of wandering in the Far East. Sure, you little tsundere. Returning to more serious matters, while the Telophoroi have been driven from Cartano, 'tis like that the bulk of their forces yet remain. On the evidence of the Grand Company of Eorzea's first joint military operation, however, I am confident that we have the potential to meet such threats head-on, even without the aid of you and yours. As such, while our forces keep the Telophoroi at bay, I would ask that you apply your talents to the task of neutralizing the towers. A sensible division of labor. While the towers remain, so too will the threat of the lunar primals. And given our expertise in the field of aetherology, we are better qualified to find the solution. That we are, especially should it happen to lie beyond the Alliance's dominion. There is a time and a place for formal investigations, of course, but certain secrets are wont to hide where only enterprising individuals may venture. I could not agree more. There are none better suited to this task, nor any upon whom I would rather rely. His sword's cool. On behalf of the Alliance, I thank you. We look forward to receiving any information you are able to uncover. And with that, I must take my leave. Should you have need of any assistance, pray do not hesitate to ask. Fare you well, my friends. There he goes. I confess, I had hoped to be able to study the towers more closely, vital as they plainly are to the Telophoroi's plans. We can discern their ultimate function. We are one step closer to understanding our enemy's grand scheme. Should we succeed in neutralizing them, of course, it is all but certain that the Telophoroi will mount an all-out invasion. And then it will begin. The one who awaits at the heart of the chaos will come for us, for you. Yet in the end, our true nemesis may be the calamity to end all calamities, the final days themselves. Yes, all right, Alphino. We need a plan, not portents. As Sancred so eloquently pointed out, we are in a position to seek information from all manner of places, not least Sharlayan. According to Kryl, the Forum may have been more secretive than ever of late. While this may be related to the appearance of the Telophoroi, that remains a matter of speculation. But one thing is clear. The Forum is determined to keep us from discovering the truth. Master Fortuno's performance at the Lotus Stand was enough to convince me of that. The matter beareth further investigation, I heartily concur. Nor can I think of a more promising place to look for answers we seek on the matter of the towers. Sharlayan hath ever been the wellspring of aetherical knowledge. I care not where we go. Here or there my lance will be ready. And what of you, Dhim'a? Might you be persuaded to join us? Plot a course for Sharlayan. It means I can have words with Fortuno, an island of bookworms and bureaucrats. Have we no other choices? It means I can have words for Fortuno. He's about to smack some sense into him. Only after I do. If he and his friends in the Forum think we'll leave them alone if they ignore us, they're in for a shock. It appears we are in agreement. We have but to wait for Kryl to secure the necessary permissions. In the meantime, there is a matter I would investigate. Does it involve tall structures? By strange coincidence, it does. At present, I have only a creeping suspicion, but with your help, I will soon find out whether my fears are warranted. You can shush people now. You have learned the emote shush. Meanwhile, in the Garlean capital. There it is.
Those Eorzeans certainly are a stubborn bunch. Though I suppose you knew that already. My plan to redirect the ether from Cartano came to a rather less than satisfactory conclusion. It was, in many respects, an abject failure. Which does, of course, raise the question of where we are going to procure the requisite amount. The obvious solution would be to draw on resources a little closer to home, though that would require our dreamer to dream a trifle more deeply.
So be it. The dreamer will not complain.
Then let us begin the preparations at once. With the gateway of the gods complete, all that remains is to gather the necessary ether, and our prize shall be within reach.
That's horrifying.
The time has come to fulfill your heart's desire, my desire! To relieve those wretched creatures of their meaningless existence!
While I await you, I shall drink a sea of souls and gorge myself upon the darkened moon. Then you shall come to me, all roiling rage and rancor. And the stars shall bear witness to our final contest.
Chills. Oh, that voice actor does so well.
As I thought, the ethereal currents have been disturbed here too.
It was the same in Thanalan. Make that every location we surveyed.
And the strength of each current has diminished dramatically, far more than could be attributed to a natural occurrence.
What tidings bringest thou from Dravania?
We took a number of readings, and noticed that the closer we were to the tower, the lower the etheric density became. In short,
the towers are drawing upon the land's ether, which would explain how they were able to carry out the summonings.
Our allies must be informed of this. We should return to the Rising Stones and have Tataru relay our findings to them.
Hear me. Hear me. Hear me. Hear me. Darkness comes, and with it, the end. The fate of the star is in your hands.
Sorry.
Everything all right back there?
Yeah, just not fine. At solemn dawn, grim purpose shines, and gaze is cast towards moonlit sky. Thus does our final curtain rise, your steps to guide what end betides. We did it. We did it! We did it! We did it. That's Endwalker. That is Endwalker. That quest right there, that's Endwalker. I still have it. I still have it? Okay. Okay. I should go to bed, but I want it. I want it. Dhim'a, do you have some time to talk? I would like to gather everyone in John's respite together to assess the situation in which we find ourselves. Let us take stock of the facts, shall we? The crisis at hand began with the sudden appearance of ominous towers in a multitude of locations throughout the world. We have since learned that such structures are brought into being by an organization known as the Telophoroi. The Telophoroi stated purpose is to recreate the final days of eons past, an apocalyptic event that would result in the destruction of all we hold dear. Already have these towers of theirs been the cause of untold suffering. Countless innocents kidnapped and imprisoned, their faith perverted for primal summonings. And unless we find a way to deal with the corruptive aura surrounding the spires, we can't even get close enough to rescue anyone. Those shielded with the blessing of light seem able to resist being tempered, at least. But after what happened to Arenvald and Fordola, we need to be very, very careful how we proceed. Yet while these threats close to home are of paramount concern, we mustn't lose sight of the situation in Garlemald. As you know, the Telophoroi are under the leadership of Fandaniel, and one other delightful fellow, Xenos Galvus, the Crown Prince and our dear friend. To date, he's reclaimed his old body, murdered Emperor Varus, and plunged Garlemald into an even deeper pit of chaos. The capital has probably seen the worst of it. For a good while there, it saw the bloodiest fighting in the War of Succession, but that has since changed, and in troubling ways. Aye, during our reconnaissance, the air was not once rent by the barking of cannons or the cry of discord. 'Twas an eerie fog of silence which did blanket that ruined city. The inhabitants appeared to have been tempered. With nary a word spoken, did they labor to transform the place into a soaring edifice born of nightmares. If they were indeed made thralls, it seems safe to assume that these events, too, were orchestrated by the Telophoroi. An army of primals is awful enough, but in light of recent developments, I fear it is only the prelude to an even greater catastrophe. We need to devise a means to counter this threat, and quickly, before our allies are overwhelmed. We will find a way in Sharlayan, I'm sure of it. Master Fortuno's comment regarding the final days were curious to say the least. The Forum knows more than it is letting on. Sorry to interrupt. We've just received word from Mistress Cryle. She says that arrangements for your visit have been finalized. You're to head to Limsa and board the next ship bound for Sharlayan. And on arrival, present yourselves as associates of the students of Valdesian, come to assist with the Order's restoration. Oh, look at the ear wiggles. The arrangements may be settled, but what of your thoughts? They must race at the prospect of returning home after so long. I am eager to see it, of course. Of course. We should set off at once. And I'll accompany you to the docks. You need at least one person there to wave and cry and wish you a safe journey. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh! New quest music. New everything. Dim. You still have your sprout! He still has a sprout! He still has a sprout!
Yeah! Woo!
Oh, this is the best day. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Alright, and now that I've stopped spazzing out over the fact that he has his sprout still, I think it's probably best that I call it a night. Keep it a secret that I started it, won't you? I will see you guys back probably tomorrow, honestly, because I really want to start Endwalker, and while I would love to do it tonight, I need to be responsible and go to bed on time. And by on time, I mean an hour later than I should. So, thank you all for joining me. And say goodbye to our Shadowbringers ending screen. Because it's time to start Endwalker. See ya.